right? I'm from Malaysia, you are from Philippines. I've spoken to people from Thailand, from Korea, from Italy. Whenever they hear the word shh, I want to go to toilet. Why? It means that when we are created, there was a software installed in our body that responds to frequency. Our mother used to tell us which color is best for our eye. Green color. Malaysian, we also say green color. It means that sound is a frequency, color is a frequency. Is there a technology that makes use of this software using a certain light frequency to communicate with the self-healing mechanism? There is only one company who does this, and this is Lifewood. Got the pictures? Okay, so the rest of the 15 minutes I go on highway already, okay? Okay, so I need a slide. Okay, let me talk about the evolutions of our healthcare problems. 40 years ago, most of the problem that we have is considered muscular damage. Why? Because we are carrying a lot of things. And they are so laborious, if you are not able to carry heavy stuff, you couldn't even survive, right? You couldn't make money. But 20 years ago, things starting to change. We start to have a lot of nerve damage already. We heard about sciatica pain, yes. We talk about trigeminal pain, yes. We talk about facial paralysis. So all of these problems are nervous damage. And why is that so? It's because of the introductions of a lot of chemicals into our food systems. Last time, if you want to cook soup, you had to cook it on your own. But now, there are so much of seasoning, there are so much of preservative and coloring. So all these chemicals accumulate in our body and slowly erode the nervous systems. Alright? So, make a guess. What is the problem of today? We talk about muscular damage, we talk about nerve damage. What is the damage type of today? Brain damage. You point to your brain. Something similar, but it's even more serious than that, and this is my utmost concern for all. Cellular damage, you are right, and this is DNA damage. It's the DNA damage that contribute to the cellular damage, then later on contribute multiple organ damage. So why is that so? Why DNA damage is the most prevailing threat to our humanity? I will going to give you 4 factors. Okay? 40 years ago, anyone are using handphone 40 years ago? No, right? Anyone are using handphone today? More than one handphone, anyone? More than one handphone? Wow. Come with EMF, come with radioactive. So a lot of 5G signals, 3G signals from the phone, from the wireless charging, they are emitting many radiation is damaging the DNA. And it's not only this, the upcoming electrical vehicles. And if you go to a lot of shopping malls nowadays, in their restaurant, they do not even have their kitchen. They have all sorts of microwavable food, am I right? So all these are a source of damage to our DNA. And this is very serious. Anyone have used this phone before? Wow, you guys are older than I think. Nokia 3310. Imagine this. In today's context, can you still use the same phone to run your business? You can't do your Zoom, you can't browse the WhatsApp and Facebook. You need to upgrade your tools, right? So we have been upgrading the tools to do business, but have you upgraded your tools to live the best version of your life? Are you still only exercise? Are you still only eating healthy? Is there something else to help you to protect against the DNA damage? And I think Lifeway is why we should explore more. So in the past, we talk about the muscular damage. We have the tiger balm, we have the Goyo from the Japan. We talk about the nervous damage, right? We talk about all the exercise. We talk about all the supplements, the anti-inflammatory, antioxidants. But what are the solutions for the problem of today? This is what matters. Because the solution for 40 years ago cannot solve the problem 20 years ago. So the problem of today cannot be solved by the solution 20 years ago. It's time for us to upgrade the solution. And why? Where's your friend, the one with the two daughters? Oh, go back already, it's okay. Take video for her. So now, this is my utmost concern. Because of DNA damage, no one can escape, including the infants, including the babies. Infants, they can stay away from the nervous damage because they don't take too much of chemical processed food. They do not need to carry heavy stuff, but they can't stop themselves from receiving DNA damage. I give you a few examples. 6-year-old brain cancer, a young mother with a brain cancer, 6-year-old would like to know more about stem cell patch. 3-year-old, full body eczema, swollen because of the skin problems. 4-year-old blood cancer, 5 cycles of chemotherapy, multiple organs starting to degenerate, and 2-year-old hemophilia. For the past 5 years, I started to see a trend. Nowadays, the young children having more health problems than the elders. And you know why? It's because of DNA damage. So, and I believe drugs-based healthcare is coming to an end. And that need to have an upgraded solution, and I think this is the future. Putting the bags at the back of the neck and let light to signal our body to heal ourselves. Most of the problems that we are seeing today, either it's the osteoporosis, you talk about the heart attack, muscle degeneration, diabetes, all these are organ degeneration. And the only way that we can reverse the organ degeneration is by stem cells. So what is stem cell? Scientifically, stem cell is an undifferentiated cell and is able to differentiate into 200 plus adult cells, and stem cell is able to do self-replicating. I'm going to make it simple for you. It means that one stem cell is able to change to any kind of cell that your body needs. For example, your liver is suffering a damage. Stem cell can become a liver cell. And what is even better than this? Stem cell can replicate by itself. Anyone play poker here? Poker card? Anyone? Poker card? Wow, you never get burned, huh? Okay? So do you know when we play poker, we always like to have a joker card? Okay? So, joker card, they can turn the card into any form of card, am I right? So, our stem cell is the joker in our body. So the more joker that you have, the more stem cell that you have, you can repair multiple organs at the same time. And this patch, although it might look very simple, it is able to activate your stem cell. So, how do we do this? I hope that if there are 5 words that you can bring back home today, it's called GHK copper. And what does GHK copper do? That is clinically proven, is able to stimulate nerve outgrowth, is able to improve tissue repair, able to reduce inflammation, DNA repair, activation of stem cells, and these are the 2 important things that we want to know about GHK copper. It can repair the DNA, it can activate your own stem cell, which is the solution for today's problem, the DNA damage. So, this device is able to elevate GHK copper by 35% in 7 days, non-transdermal patch, backed by 130 patents, 80 over clinical studies, and we have been in this industry for more than 20 years for LifeWave. So, am I going too fast? Is it okay?
Yes.
Exciting, right? Can I move a little bit faster? Okay, so to talk about LifeWave, we need to know this gentleman. His name is called Mr. David Smith. David Smith is our founder, CEO, and inventor of our company. And before he invented the patches, he actually helped to design a submarine for USA military. And one day, the officer asked, "Your submarine is very powerful, but my soldiers cannot stay under the water for too long. 60 hours! They can't stand it. Can you design a device that help them to stay energetic?" So this is the first product, LifeWave Energy Enhancer, come into the market. And we had 2 factories, one in Ireland, one is in USA, fully automated. And at the age of 60 years old, anyone is above 60 years old here? So little, very good. When you reach 60 years old, we left only 5% of stem cell. So even you are 30 years old, you left 25% of the stem cell. So, is there a way that we try to tell your body, hey body, I know you do not have much stem cell left. Is it possible you can reactivate the stem cell production? And the answer is yes. So, LifeWave X39 offers this solution. X39 is able to signal our body to elevate GHK copper. It resets 3,000 to 4,000 genes to a younger and healthier state. What it means? You want to have a younger organ, you want to have a younger cell, you need a younger DNA. And GHK copper can do that. Every 6 months of using, you can get younger by 8.5 years, indicated by the lengthening of telomeres. Telomeres is the shoelace pictures that's shown by David just now. Okay? Now, we talk about copper peptides. The scientist who discovered copper peptide is called Laurent Picard. Laurent Picard, when he withdraw a blood sample from a 20 years old and withdraw a liver cell from an 80 years old, when they put the liver in the blood of the 20 years old, and it's so surprising, this 80 years old of liver behaves like a 20 years old liver. So these scientists were very surprised. How can an 80-year-old liver become a 20-year-old liver? And it's because of GHK copper. Okay? So when you are 20 years old, there's 200 nanogram per milliliter of GHK copper in the blood. At 60 years old, it decreases by 250%. And X39 elevates GHK copper. Now, how does LifeWave got this idea of using a light-based patch to activate the stem cell? So the number one philosophy of LifeWave is we want to help the humanity to live up to the full human potential without compromising the harmonies with the nature. So we are not advocates of drugs or medications, and we started to learn from the nature. So one of the first organisms that we learned is called planaria. When you chop the planaria into two, in 17 days times, the planaria become two. You chop it into two. One lower body I put in Philippines, upper body I send back Malaysia. 2 weeks later, you got two Jin Long. How wonderful, right? And this is the second hydraulic nail. When you chop off the fingers, in 4 days times, the hydraulic nail is able to grow back the fingers. If you chop off my fingers even 40 years, it's not going to grow back. It grow back. And this is Mexican axolotl. If you remove the limbs, you remove the jaw, you remove the brain, you remove the heart, in 50 days, a new heart, a new brain is able to be reproduced again. Strange, huh? How can this be possible? And this is where that LifeWave is very interested. We decided we must look into the nature to decode the secret and apply it into humans. So, and our first prototype is called DHC coil. It will emit a certain frequency that any living thing that plays under the DHC coil is able to reset the genes, make it younger, is able to reactivate the stem cell. And we use the same prototype, the DHC coil, run it on the same organism planaria. We are able to shorten the speed of recovery from 17 days to 6 days, to 4 days, to 2 days, to 1 day, to 16.5 hours. Now, if you chop me off, you don't need to wait for 2 weeks. Less than a day, I become 2% already. Amazing. And this is not the most surprising, because after 39 trial, this is why our products called X39. After 39 stages of modification, the final product, we are able to reduce the speed of recovery, to speed up to less than 15 minutes time. You chop me off, you go to the toilet, you come back, you are 2% standing on the stage already. Crazy? 15 minutes! And this is how we garner our international patents. So this is our first prototype, but this is too bulky to be carried around. the philosophy for LifeWave is we want to help the masses, not just for the rich. So Dennis may simplify this device into the patch. Okay, the actual mechanism I can share with you later. And X39 not just elevate the quantity of stem cell, it elevates the quantity of the stem cell. There are a lot of stem cell injection out there that promise you I can give you 10 billion of stem cells. Yes, there are the quantity of stem cells, but you will never know out of these 10 billion of stem cells, how many percentage of them are healthy enough to be functional. And LifeWave is the quality. Now, so let's talk about phototherapy. Why lights? Why we can't use drugs? Why we can't use supplements? Why we want to use lights? So since the ancient time, even before we know what is called acupuncture point, what is called meridians, we don't understand all this. But we realize one thing. Few years ago, a lot of people died of COVID-19, right? And the doctor said, those of you who died of COVID-19 because you lack of certain vitamin, it's called vitamin D. How do you get vitamin D? Sunlight. So it means that sun is the most fundamental form of healthcare. And LifeWave leverage on this. I give you a few examples. When you go to a convention, what kind of color is the carpet? Red carpet. When you go to the bullfighting, what is the color? Red color. Red color makes you feel excited. When you look at the blue sky, you look at the blue ocean, how do you feel? You feel very calm. And why? This means that different frequency of light is able to signal your body differently. And LifeWave make use of this mechanism. So we have a red color, energy enhancer to give vitality and strength, blue color to relax, green color to regulate the organ function, yellow color to increase antioxidants, and X39 using light frequency is able to reactivate your own stem cell productions. Can you get me? Okay, now. So, although I have shared so much information, you just need to do two things. You just need to patch and drink water. Hydration is very important, and I've been LifeWave for more than it's about 5 years time. The only reason that the people say the patch is not working on them is either they're taking too much of coffee or they are not getting enough water. Okay, and hydration allows the signaling between the cells. So this is why hydration is more important than the patch itself. Many international athletes are using the products. Okay, so we even have the Jason Faulkner, the international champion for triathlon. And this was me when I was 19 years old. I'm 31 years old this year. Impressive? Scary? I still remember when I was 19, even under a hot sun, I had to wear a jacket. I lose power, I have sinus, I have asthma. But I take 3 years of putting the patch, it totally transformed me. From a 31 years old, some people say I look even younger than 19 years old. Am I right? Can I say that? This is called reverse aging, right? And just now we shared about the 3 years old eczema problem. Do you want to know how she's doing right now? Yes. Become a happy girl already. You have to know about these things. As the DNA damage is affecting the younger generation, they cannot take too much of supplements. Do you know? Because their liver isn't fully developed yet. They cannot take too much of antibiotic. It can cause certain liver damage. So can they put a patch? They can. So they have no other solution but LifeWave for them. Do you remember the 4 years old? We talk about the blood cancer with the 5 cycle of chemotherapy, lose all the hair. My grandson diagnosed with blood cancer. He's only 4 years old. Need to do 5 cycles of chemotherapy. How he can overcome all these side effects if without LifeWave patches? Let me show you the photo he sent me. Become a happy boy already. No drugs, no medication, no harmful surgery, only putting one patch. Do you think that we are really having something life-saving on our hands? Do you think that there are many people in this world or in this country deserve to know about these patches? So with the information I'm giving you right now, Please, let us stand together to help a lot more people, especially the vulnerable one. Can we do it together? Yes, thank you so much.